Welcome to today's edition of the Just Us Review. We like to take our favorite superhero-based shows and fiction-based shows, break them down, and give you guys our take on them and the nit and the grit. Today, we got a good one for you.
Do we?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay.
Because we're finally coming to the conclusion of Crisis. As you guys know, before the new year started, shit got real in the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
It's the end of the world. The crazy guy, which smells like alcohol and urine, was a sign that says the world's coming to the end. He's right. And goddamn it, we on episode 4. All right, let's take this from the top. First of all, let me speak on this first. Fuck the Monitor. Oh, no. I had a clue. This whole time, I was like, he is so full of shit. It is coming out of his goddamn, it's coming out of his them doodle dreads he got on his fucking head. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the intro let us know that all this is the Monitor's fault because he was fucking with shit he had no business working with. Exactly. Oh, and the fact that he
I know where you going. Shut up. I was thinking that too. I was like, that's why.
So not only is he a fuck up, he's not even really the Monitor.
no.
Yeah, his wife is the Monitor.
No.
Why were we calling him that?
Because he told you to call him. And he was like, who's going to
So
prove
he
me
took
wrong?
his wife's accomplishments.
Exactly. So this is the part that kills me. So he creates a time machine essentially and goes back to the beginning of time, which starts off this whole shit.
Primordial.
The problem
to see the dawn of time.
which begs the question. I thought there was supposed to be a syndicate that be watching overtime.
You talking about?
No, I know what you mean. What it is, and this is why I was so mad, and I was like, the CW doesn't get DC Comics. They just making bullshit. It is established in DC Comics. There is a law. You are not allowed to see the beginning of time. That's I don't know what Marvel doing, but over in DC Comics, you are not allowed to see the beginning of time.
And he walked in there with doodle on his shoes, stepping on creation.
Butterfly effect be damn.
Exactly.
So he
Ooh, a butterfly.
So he gets in there, realizes shit's fucked up, and he's in a pocket dimension where he realized he created the Anti-Monitor. So all this shit where he's like, time is doomed, and you guys need to do this to stop Crisis. Basically, everybody's going around cleaning up his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He had the nerve to play games with it.
Exactly.
Instead of saying it from the
that's
beginning.
what gets on that's what sticks in my craw. Like, you fucked it up, and then you want people to clean the shit up, but you going around, Laurel, I need you to fuck with Oliver because he's not doing what I tell him to do.
To learn a lesson. And look, fuck Laurel, but how dare you? How dare you play moral platitudes?
Exactly.
No, my favorite part is this. Oliver, until you get what I tell you, we gonna
Hit you
relive
with a
this same.
lifetime loop.
We gonna make you relive this life over and over. And mind you, the universe is going to hell, and you playing these games about inevitability. Wait. But the whole plan is to be able to change what ain't supposed to be able to be changed.
Sure.
But he's telling everybody else it can't be stopped. How the fuck do you know?
Exactly.
So, as a person like myself who did not watch all of season whatever this is of Arrow, I missed like all the episodes. I probably saw like 2.
Oh,
but
you're perfect.
Yeah, I got recaps from you guys and watching the show. So basically, I don't understand how Tom works in this show anymore.
It's dumb.
I don't, because I remember last season when Felicity left, she was like, take me to wherever Oliver is. He was like, bibbity boppity boo, let's go. And then next season, Oliver is like dying, and now he's the Spectre, and now they go back in time.
Weird thing about that.
Wait, we gonna walk down that line.
Yeah, cause I there's something about that, and that's like the show's not talking to each other. So what? Not talking to each other.
So that's pretty much the beginning of episode 4. So now the group is stuck.
Can I just say this? Did we need to see the Monitor's backstory?
No, well, yeah, because it explains how dumb this fucking series is. Because you know what? After I found out what happened, I checked out completely.
But the worst thing about it is it pissed me off because if he had just went to them and said, hey guys, I fucked up. And I mean like back last season when they was fucking around with their last crossover.
Elseworlds.
Yeah,
Which
he should
means
have just
Oliver
been like,
died for
yo.
nothing.
He should have just been like, yo. I fucked up some major shit. This is who I am. Can you please help me?
Right.
And they would have helped
Well,
him.
no, he came, I'm this immovable God, suck my dick. How dare you? With the 90s GUI. How fucking dare you? So that's the beginning of episode 4. So the team, the Paragons, what the fuck? Okay, I believe I was talking first of all. I think you made that shit up.
Discount in game, first of all. We gonna start it off like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
So they're there and they're just trying to deal with what's going on. And hold up, so this is supposed to be your end game, right? Mm-hmm. What the fuck is up with the CG budget? Because Martian Manhunter
Was never Martian.
We gotta talk.
That's
about
a flagrant foul.
Yeah.
You wanna get to that later?
Is that where you want to start?
No, okay, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Put Martian Manhunter on the side of the things that I'm real into.
We gonna talk about this shit. So they're like, all right, cool. Barry comes out of Speed Force. He's like, I need to find a way back. I can't get through. There's a barrier. Oliver shows up as the Spectre and says the only way you get through this is the Speed Force.
Side note,
First of
that
all,
busted ass Spectre costume. All the costumes y'all made, and you gave this motherfucker a blanket and called it a day?
he was literally wearing the arrow suit and a fucking blanket.
Exactly.
Like, he looked so dumb.
Like you really could have did better, and you said fuck it. When I saw the poster for this bullshit, and he, what the fuck is that? That looked horrible.
It was like he was sick during shooting, and it was like, yo, Oliver comes to stage, all right, where's my lines?
Just pose like this.
This motherfucker looked like he was drinking Theraflu the entire time.
So before
The Theraflu broke you.
yeah. So before we get to the Martian Manhunter and all that stuff,
So Spectre Oliver had to give Barry a pep talk to get his ass back in the Speed Force, and apparently the Speed Force is going to change and help solve everything.
now before we get that, before we even go into this shit, what the fuck was the original Spectre doing?
Chilling in the cut.
Cause my thing is,
Why couldn't you do this?
why did he do
You
this?
talking about Jim Corrigan? When
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
popped out of the woods out of nowhere.
What the
Like,
fuck?
Hey, God.
What the fuck was he doing with all? Because if you don't know, the Spectre is supposed to be like God's right hand man.
Is it
God's wrath.
Yeah, the
or
right-
vengeance or some
vengeance.
shit.
Yeah, but when
Bullshit like
shit goes,
He's DC's Ghost Rider.
but when shit goes way out of pocket, he shows up to correct shit, and he should have been here a long time
Exactly.
ago.
He should have been in episode 1 like, yo, everything is fucked.
Like, cut that shit out.
Constantine, come here. And they should have been doing shit.
Like we should have got Justice League Dark from this shit. But hold on, I digress. So, okay, so he enhances Barry, and then now Barry can actually access the Speed Force to its fullest capabilities now.
Yeah.
And they have a plan. They're gonna stop the Monitor from fucking up and with one group, and then they're gonna go fight the Anti-Monitor and it's with the second group.
quick side note.
So was that the plan?
That was the plan.
Okay.
Quick,
'cause I was
quick
confused
side,
about what the
quick
plan was.
side note. Before Barry came back from fucking around in the Speed Force, they at the beginning when they was trying to end game it up, and Ryan Choi had a full on beard because they've been gone for months or whatever.
But nobody else looked different.
And Lex had the clean shave, line up and shit. I'm like, so there's a barber, and Ryan just decided, nah.
The only part that kills me is they're in a void of nothingness. What food are they eating?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll almost excuse it because if it's like an empty space of time and maybe time doesn't move, I don't know.
No, here's another thing. Only thing I saw was that one star in that whole place. There was no yellow sun there.
I think we had to like watch Legends or something. I don't know this place.
But yeah, I do. But there's no yellow sun there.
So what? Supergirl.
So Supergirl ain't doing shit. So hold on. So fuck all that. So they split up into two teams. Of course, Supergirl and Lex go to
To where the
I'm
monitor
gonna
is.
speak.
and hold on one second. Supergirl, Lex, and Ryan go off, and then everybody else goes with the Flash. Now, speaking of that little group, fuck Supergirl.
Can I speak on this?
Go
that
ahead.
bitch is a hater. like big time.
No,
and
no.
I'm probably skipping ahead, but this shit is set up from before. Like, I get it. You wanted your cousin that's not really your cousin, but like, you got Lex Luthor, deal with that shit.
Not just that, but she's being a fucking child. It's like, Mr. Luthor, I know you're a bad man, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing
And
here?
Luthor is like, I'm an adult.
Luther, and I hate to say this, but Lex Luthor was a standout performance.
Yeah, he was
I know that was hard.
He was the most consistent character throughout
Because
this.
Lex Luthor was like, look, I know what we got to do, and because I'm smart, I still know how to get what I need. He carried the plan out. He was like, look, I'm going to the monitor. And when they landed on the planet, he split away from the group, and he went to the monitor first. He was like, look, in the future, you fuck up everything. And this is why they killed me by the monitor. How do you know? Bitch, I ain't from around here. I'm not from around here. I'm not even from this goddamn bitch.
I'm not dressed like you.
So he's sitting there like, I'm supposed to just trust a man who just come out of nowhere? He's like, look, bitch, I know how your machine works. I know where you went wrong. I can help you fix it. I can stop all of this. And then Supergirl walks in. Don't believe Lex Luthor.
Get away from him.
He's evil. And you know what Lex Luthor wanted? He just I just want the power to deal with some godlike people on my plan. I was like, you know what? That's a fair shake.
Exactly.
I saved the universe if I can get a contingency plan to deal with Superman or whatever. All right, Supergirl busts in. He just wants to startle us, stop us, and then the guy was like, yeah, Lex Luthor already told me that I fucked this shit up. And then the monitor goes, well, how can I believe any of you?
So she just came in. So she just came in there and made him even more confused.
Mind you, Lex Luthor knocked his wife out. And he showed no care whatsoever that this strange dude knocked his wife out, did God knows what with the body. And just sitting there like, yeah, oh, by the way, let's fix this machine. And literally goes to the machine with him to help him start fixing it. So Supergirl throws a tantrum, and him and Lex
They have a space.
They have
a
tuffle fight. And then, what's the dude's name?
Ryan.
I'm gonna keep asking him.
This dude is so forgettable.
He's
It's
so
almost like he wasn't necessary. Like he literally did nothing groundbreaking.
We're gonna talk
we about to get there. That motherfucker peanut butter and jelly. So wait, hold on.
Dare Slater, peanut butter and jelly.
So Ryan talks him off a ledge and is like, yeah, dude, you fucked this up. The fact that we're even here in your universe should tell you that you fucked this up.
Yeah.
So while all this is going on, the anti-monitor goes to the Speed Force and knocks Barry off course, dispersing.
Oh, I'm so confused. Thank you for clearing this up.
It's even worse. Keep
knocks
going.
everybody off course, knocks Barry off course, and everybody who went with Barry is stuck in the Speed Force. And mind you, the Speed Force is an infinite void. But Oliver, in the form of a Spectre, is keeping everybody connected. Right. Barry has to go around the Speed Force, collecting everybody to get them out.
And here's the thing, and this is where it got confusing, and this is where I was like, they don't know how to write. So Oliver tells Barry that to find them, he has to use the memories of them. If I got this
The
correct,
shared memories that they have, in which they all met or talked to each other one way or another.
Hold on to that.
The very first person is Batwoman. She interjects into a conversation between Oliver and the Atom, who none of the motherfuckers have seen this bitch. Oh, by the way, Batwoman don't do shit for 2 episodes. So if you expected greatness from this, take a pill and wait.
let me pull that back. She did one thing that I appreciated. She shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right?
So she's talking to Palmer. Barry finds everybody else in past events.
We gotta talk about some of those scenes though.
But yeah, some of those
Because
scenes.
the Sarah Black Canary and Diggle thing, like that just
First of all, none of those were Barry's memories.
None of those memories were
Right.
his.
But it doesn't matter.
and how could it be a memory of Sarah if she was dead?
It doesn't matter.
And if I'm Sarah, I'm like, fuck, I got split to a dead body.
Right.
Like, I got pushed to a dead body. Is that all y'all know of me? I've been alive more than I've been dead in the CW. What the fuck?
So, but wait.
So that's how it is when you go to another show, huh?
So he catches. So he ends up finding everybody, and he puts the team together, and they get tossed out into the anti-monitor where the anti-monitor
So
is.
you just gonna skip that scene?
So hold up.
You just gonna skip that scene
Which scene?
where Barry beats Barry?
So there's a scene which
didn't make any sense.
That would mean that so hold on, let me explain what you happened. So Barry is running and he runs into the DCEU version of the Flash.
The
Snyderverse.
What's his real name? Ezra Miller. He runs into the Ezra Miller, the movie version. And it doesn't make sense on so many levels because that would mean that when this all was happening, that Ezra Miller was occupying the Speed Force the entire time the universes were being erased.
On top of that, but that's not even what happened because like he was in
a Star Labs.
a Star Labs.
But it was Snyderverse Star Labs.
And and here's the thing. Okay, first of all, this motherfucker wasn't even named the Flash, and I just thought about that.
Yeah,
he never got a name in the Snyderverse.
He never had a name.
He never knew about the Speed Force. This also would mean that if he was in Snyderverse Star Labs, that means that universe didn't get destroyed. So is the Monitor a liar when he said all the universes were destroyed?
Because remember, mind you, it was just a memory. So the Speed Force was just a memory. But here's the part that
Memory of what?
Hold on. You guys are lingering too long on that. This is the part that doesn't make sense. Inside that Speed Force, the Barry from the DCE universe disappears and dies. You're supposed to be protected while you're in the Speed Force. Otherwise, how did other Barry live?
Other Barry lived because he got put in the vanishing point. Outside of time.
That's cool, but he's in the Speed Force with DCEU Barry.
The whole point of going into the Speed Force is that they were protected because when they were like, we gotta get to the to the antimatter universe, they was like, you can't go there because there's nowhere to go there.
Until
you have to use the Speed Force.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now they're both in the Speed Force.
Yeah.
And he still dies.
Talking about Ezra Miller?
Yes.
I don't think he was in the Speed Force. That's the thing.
Okay.
So then it doesn't make
So
sense.
then it doesn't. Then it
So I'm
still
gonna
doesn't
say
make
this. So I'm
sense.
gonna say this about it. Ezra Miller, really? Like, call me. You couldn't get the good ones. You couldn't get Jason Momoa or
You know they all cost money.
Except for Ezra Miller.
Everybody is grabbed and they're thrown into fight the anti-monitor. So, and it comes to find out the trip to stop the monitor from going in the past was useless because even though they stopped that version, there's an infinite void where monitors were out there doing this, which didn't make sense in the first place.
That doesn't make sense. How is there more than?
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Because
the point of the monitor is he's outside of the He's outside of all the universes.
Well, he's not really the monitor. So,
Yeah.
so they're all there, and there's like, okay, in order for us to do this, it's time for final combat. We gotta fight the monitor while we're here. And this is where I get into what's his name? Ryan. So all these trash bag Night Furies come out and start attacking them. And Ryan, who has no superpowers whatsoever,
No martial arts skill.
Nothing.
he took one boxing class at the YMCA.
Right behind Laurel.
Exactly. And he's sitting there regular as hell, killing these creatures. Mind you, we got assassins, we got metas.
And remember, these are the same creatures that killed Oliver the first time. Don't forget that.
And
I I mean, you can only take so many paper cuts.
So pretty much everybody's just flailing in the air for like 5 minutes.
So I got a question.
we-
This was the big super finale battle, right?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
So I do. Speaking about the trash bags, we did post something on Twitter. There was a scene. This actually happened in the second episode we're going to get to, where they fought the trash bags again. There is a scene where Martian Manhunter and all of them are charging and go to the trash bags. Martian Manhunter jumps and does this, and there's nothing in front of him. Like we know that they're
my
CGI,
God.
right? And they're not really there. He jumps and does this, but they don't put a trash bag monster in front of him.
For him to punch.
So-
So he just punched the air.
He just did this.
So hold on.
We
So
gonna get
we
on
gonna
that.
get
That's
there.
stupid, too.
So mind you, all of them are
This
fighting.
motherfucker ran.
All of them are fighting this infinite void of nothingness, getting absolutely nowhere until
Spectre
Spectre Oliver shows up, goes goodbye, Mr. T.
First of all, let's talk about this space wizard battle. this
Jesus Christ!
Kamehameha.
Like I said, this was
You
supposed to
mean the
be.
beam struggle?
This was supposed to be your crowning achievement series. The Final Crisis was supposed to make
Yeah.
all the shit that you guys did.
Yeah, and it was. And I noticed someone didn't show up to that battle. The Martian Manhunter.
The CG budget! And you can't turn the Martian Manhunter to his original
They
form.
spent all that money on the super Snyder cut footage with damn Ezra Miller.
And mind you, not even him going to his Martian form. Like, he can go intangible. He can.
And he just punches
He
shit.
is one of the strongest beings in the DCEU.
But you wouldn't know that because they nerfed him.
On top of that, he don't even change his fucking clothes.
Oh, by the way, side note for all the, Superman and Supergirl, you guys have ice powers, you have wind breath, you have more than just eye beam. I just want to put that out there. So if there's a swarm of motherfuckers coming with you, you could have just super breathed them away.
Quick question: how'd y'all feel about Lex with powers?
Lex was better than everybody with
Yeah.
powers. I mean, he was janky as fuck.
I was digging it because he was actually.
But he was the only one putting in work. And why is Ryan able to do anything? But
So our beam struggle, Spectre Oliver, and the Anti-Monitor. What happened after that?
He birthed
so
a new
he
universe.
sacrifices his life to
Again.
which at this point the point is moot. He gives birth to the universe.
Well,
To a
first of
new
all,
multiverse,
how did he
technically.
beat the Anti-Monitor?
He didn't.
Shut up.
He didn't. He literally, goodbye Mr. Tien, opened up his chest and gave birth to a new world. He only gave birth to one at first.
He made it a
Then
multiverse.
then it became a multiverse in the fifth one.
Right.
So when he did that, he condensed all the Earth's superheroes on one planet.
That we care about.
Well, I don't know. It's weird because now you're saying that Doom Patrol doesn't take place in the same universe as Titans.
That we
Oh, we
care.
gonna get to that too.
That we care about.
I like Titans.
On this channel.
Oh, okay. so now all the Earths are on one, and they cry because Oliver died for the team, and everybody just disappears.
That death was so unnecessary. Or the first death was unnecessary.
How many times do we need to...
Mourn Oliver.
We about to get there in a second. Now it's time to get to episode 5. Episode 5. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
So Supergirl wakes up.
So Supergirl wakes up. The Lex Luthor is now, is now is now a good guy. Everybody loves
She's
him.
been employed under him.
Exactly.
He got a Nobel Prize.
And
a hater just can't let nobody celebrate.
They saved the world, but Lex Luthor is a good guy, and Supergirl's in her feelings. Bitch, everybody is
She
back.
literally looked like she had a baby by this dude and didn't want it.
This is what pisses me off, though. It was because of Lex and how
That y'all even did anything.
Thank
You
you.
needed him there to build the machine to even do some shit.
Well, no, not
Because
even-
Ryan Choi Punk, when they was in the vanishing point, because Ryan Choi Punk beta male ass wasn't doing shit. Like,
But not just that. At the end, when they were on, when the Spectre gave birth to the planet or whatever, and they were trying to decipher what to do, they was like, Lex, what do we do?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, we do this. And then when they did it,
Question: what did they do?
I don't know.
They looked.
You asking too much.
I mean, at least he was trying. That girl was doing karate in the garage.
Jesus Christ. Batgirl was so useless.
Like I thought, like a beam of light was gonna come from them or something.
No, you think it too hard.
They were paragons.
That don't mean shit. The monitor was full of shit. He said, I need 7 assholes who's gonna believe
He was
me.
a guy. He was a guy in a stupid looking
I knew
costume that coasted off of the achievements of his wife.
The second that Batman himself wasn't a paragon, we knew he was full of shit.
He was
Exactly.
like, I gotta lead the dude off who's gonna figure it out.
Not only that, the motherfucker is petty as hell because he'll just send people to kill people he don't like.
Like Bruce
So,
Wayne.
Yeah.
So who created the legend of the Paragons, the Book of Destiny?
That motherfucker.
So he was the one that wrote the Book of Destiny?
Yeah, he had some hand in it.
He said that I found another chapter in the Book of Destiny, and
we
I had
can make
Felicity
up
Smoke.
This is the most convenient shit I ever heard.
Well, hold on. Let's get back.
It was janky.
Let's get back to the point.
Yeah.
So now the Earth is saying Supergirl is all up in her feelings because they think he's a good guy now. Well, technically he is. He saved the fucking multiverse.
Exactly.
Deal with it. So now, so now,
Did he wink at her?
yeah. All the Paragons know what's going on.
So he knows that Kara is.
Yes.
I was just making sure that.
all the Paragons know that this ain't the real world.
Cause they Agents of Shield or whatever, that fake ass shit.
But
He's in
whatever.
charge of it now.
But whatever. So now shit's going on when metas from one city are popping up, and everybody's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
So there was a special appearance by Weather Witch.
So yeah,
Who gives a fuck?
that doesn't matter. You lean in this shit that don't matter. So
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Barry just punched her into the ether.
no, it don't. So Barry shows up. He's like, all the Paragons like, hey, we're the only ones who remember what went down. Martian Manhunter was like, okay, I'm gonna go on a crusade around the world, telling everybody that we've ever met what's going on to catch them up to speed.
Did he walk or fly? 'Cause he didn't fly.
Yeah, apparently he teleported. He didn't do all the powers he should have been using. He used to go talk to people.
He used it off screen.
So that goes on, and that precedes the next 30 minutes of Oliver dick sucking.
I've never been so embarrassed for these characters.
They sucked the ghost of his dick so hard. It was ectoplasm all over the camera. So Lola,
Did you see Dinah and Renee? Like,
Wait, I'm
there was
getting
not a scene where there was a tear in there.
Wait, I'm gonna lead you there. Let me lead you there. So they go to Central City, where Sarah goes to Central City because she's like, if everybody's back, that means Oliver's back, even though we just saw his motherfucking life force. Give birth to a universe. So she goes there, and there's like, and Sarah took on a whole new leadership I've never seen before.
Well, we don't watch Legends.
Okay, good point. Take it. So they get there, and there's like, Oliver's dead. And go. Wait. Hold on. As I sip my tea.
Oh my god, I've never seen someone coon as hard. He was my brother. No, he wasn't. You had a brother.
His name was Andy.
You killed him.
The level
Fuck you for not giving blood a chance.
Hold on, tag me in. The level of shuck and jive that came out of Diggle was fucking horrendous. This motherfucker was like, I failed Oliver twice. He died twice, and I wasn't there to hold his dick. And I was like, this is pathetic. I was like, what is going on?
The step and fetch in this dude.
And then the show just got weird.
And then everybody dropped to their knees at once and started sucking Oliver's dick. I'm not even kidding you on this. Like, okay, Renee and Dinah start sucking his dick. The president of the United States starts sucking his dick. Even Jefferson was about to take a knee. I was like, he was like, I don't know this man. I hear he's the bee's knees. I was like, what the fuck
We'll
is
get
this?
to Jefferson in a minute.
So, and I have so many questions about Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like, but we're gonna get there in a second. So after they get done wiping the cum off their face, they realize that this anti-monitor shit ain't over with.
Yeah, it's still antimatter still floating.
They still gotta fight the anti-monitor, so they need to.
Are we skipping over the blue furry thing
Yes.
popping up?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
God, yeah,
that was padding.
that was padding like a motherfucker.
That was to let you know this was a Legends of Tomorrow episode.
Exactly, and also to introduce Batwoman so that Kara's panties can get wet. Oh my God, Batwoman's in my universe.
Which I want to talk about that.
So y'all notice how Supergirl like became like a super stan of everybody?
Yeah.
Like that was like what was that? Like,
So-
okay.
she's a fucking child.
Okay, gotcha.
So they find out the anti-monitor's there, so they gotta rev up for one more battle with the anti-monitor. And here comes the trash bag monster. So the trash bag.
Did you notice there were fewer superheroes in this crossover than there were in the last crossover?
Well, I mean, when you don't have the money to bring them in because you have to spend them all on Ezra Miller, it's like, what the fuck do you expect? Like, it would have been good to see Mr. Terrific or Redman, someone actual fucking powers.
Here's the part that kills me. So they literally did the same fight scenes across like 4 different episodes.
Yes.
It's a group of them walking in line to go fight trash bag monsters. So, but this time, this time Diggle was there, Wild Dog was there, and Dinah just held back because
Don't forget the most important character, the chick in the blue that shot the sound waves or whatever that shit was.
Yeah, she was there too.
Who the fuck was that?
She's a Supergirl character.
she's a Supergirl character.
So we don't care. Okay, got it.
So we get there, everybody lines up, and then start shooting their guns. It looks like it don't take much to hit them with a rock. Everybody's at one point.
Which is weird because the first time they fought, they like they couldn't beat them.
Exactly.
Like I said, this is how Oliver died the first time.
Trash can monster.
And then Ryan Choi
actually, you know
was
what? That's not how he
thrown in.
died. Technically, this motherfucker jumped off a building. So, yeah.
Because he was overwhelmed by the trash can monster.
So after fighting the trash can monster, the anti-monitor steps in for the final fight and gets his 90s Power Rangers on and grows big.
Yeah.
So now they're fighting only Superman, Supergirl, and Martian Manhunter. We think that was Martian Manhunter. Is sitting there fighting him as they fly around.
Don't forget, he sent trash can monsters over to the lab to fuck with people.
So while all this is going on in fight with the Monitor, Ray, the Atom, and
One of the whales.
one of the whales,
Ryan Choi.
Ryan Choi.
His name is he was Pariah.
The B Squad is over there.
Yeah, like which they dug into his ass because they was like, you fucked this.
No, it was not.
I know.
So when Pariah wakes up, Pariah is the Wells from the Flash character. Indiana Wells. He wakes up and everybody blames him for what happened. When in fact it was the Monitor's fucking fault. So they blame Wells. They get together. They put this contraption together that will stop the Monitor by making him infinitely decrease in size.
And out of nowhere, Black Lightning appears.
All this shit goes on. They're fighting trash can monsters. They create the device. Now I know what you're thinking. The Atom is poised to leave for the season. Mm-hmm. It would have been a great opportunity to give him a great death. Mm-hmm. And they even
set it off to Ryan Choi,
they set it up perfectly because the Atom is there. He has the device in his hand. All he had to say was devices failed. Only thing that I have is the equipment that I have on me.
So let's go down
Let me go take it. It was right there. But because the CW has the writing.
I'm throwing it. Catch a kid.
Because the CW has the writing of 5-year-olds.
He tosses it to Supergirl.
He tosses it to Supergirl.
It says throw like a girl.
And because feminism.
Hashtag feminism.
And then they end up defeating the Monitor that way. And all is well that ends well.
And we took one last chance to shit on Superman.
So Superman is in his tiny state. And they finally increase him after everybody makes jokes. So all this goes on. Everybody sucks off Oliver a little bit more.
One more time,
slopping the knob. And then they all meet for his vigil inside of this abandoned warehouse, which is going to end up being the Hall of Justice. So they go out and then they show this table and it says we have all these seats for the table, but one of the tables shows the Green Arrows, which I really think is the dumbest thing you could possibly do, because that means that nobody will be able to fill that chair or that seat.
It's two chairs that they're not gonna be able to fill because there ain't no way Black Lightning gonna fill.
Especially with the shit that they just allow to go down the freeway. It begs the question with the shows that's going forward. If I lived in a universe where I could go down the street to meet these other superheroes and these motherfuckers did come and help me in Freeland.
Here's my thing. If the universe reset, why didn't the shit that's going on in Freeland reset?
Well, do we know?
We don't know. Because, I mean, we've seen inklings of the trailer, but honestly, we don't know how this is going to affect the other shows.
Right.
But then here comes the last. They could have left the room, but they decided to squeeze out one more fart before they left.
Just happened.
As the show was wrapping up, they showed the birth of the multiverse and how some of these planets have changed drastically to now where there are different forms of superheroes on them.
So we have Stargirl is on Earth 2.
And with the Justice Society,
It's been established.
that the Justice Society is a thing on Earth too.
Right.
It's been established that Doom
Patrol.
that Doom Patrol and Titans are no longer on the same universe.
Well, they never were. It's weird. I know you're looking at me like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Doom Patrol and Titans kind of weren't at the same.
Some writer
some of them
said
was
that from
weird.
the beginning.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Where did Beast Boy come from? Shit. Where the fuck did Beast Boy come from?
You asking the wrong person, dude.
You know what? That's another conversation.
He came from your mama's house. That's what they telling you.
Jesus, who wrote this? So
Swamp Thing's on Earth 19.
Sitting in the swamp by himself looking
Just
like
sitting there.
The Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern is from Earth. Fuck you.
the Swamp Thing was just sitting in his own filth.
like, do I get a season 2?
No.
No.
So all this, so it's showing pretty much the birth of the multiverse using stock footage because why shoot new shit? And then we end with all the superheroes sitting around the table, and then some animal breaks out the truck.
That animal is, if you ever watch Super Friends,
That fucking monkey.
the monkey that the Wonder Twins had as a pet.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that for? Why?
Why was it there?
At what point
It's
was
very
that?
nice of you guys to put this comedic ending
But that's how.
behind our tragic visual of the superhero that died for our sins.
But that's how half the CW works. Half the CW DC comic shows work. Half of them are super serious, gritty, and then you got Flash and Legends, and it's like da 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 fart.
So let me speak on this before we close out.
I want to say something real fast. Two things. Earth 2
Yeah.
that Stargirl is on.
Yeah.
Remember that's not the original Earth 2. So that original Earth 2 is gone.
Right.
No more Jesse Quick.
Right.
No more. That's gone.
Well, I'm assuming that he put them back there, right?
No, can't. He couldn't have.
Why not?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Swamp Thing is on Earth 19. They've already shown us Earth 19 on the Flash. That's the Earth that Gypsy and her dad come from.
Uh-huh.
So that's gone. There's no way Swamp Thing's in that universe. That universe was a dystopian fuckhole.
Okay.
And remember, that's the universe that the Accelerated Man came from.
Right.
Who the
Right.
fuck is the
That's
Accelerator?
He's
Flash.
their universe's Flash.
Alright.
Swamp Thing takes place probably in North Carolina.
You can tell
That's where they
because
filmed
you
it.
can tell because at one point Swamp Thing took his shirt off and twisted around his head just like a helicopter.
So there's no way
No, that's not the same Earth. Two.
so
So Barry Allen, no, not Barry Allen. James, Jay
Garrett.
Garrett. Is he around?
We don't care.
Okay.
So
All
let
right.
me
He was the only
let me
one putting Barry in check.
let me say
So I need to bring this to y'all's attention too because I thought it was a real fuck you to anybody that care. Really? Now Diggle's daughter is a thing now? And they accelerated both of their ages? Like how dare you?
I actually want to speak on that because you guys remember this woman named Lila Michaels?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh!
And how she she was like, the beacon of go grab heroes.
Yeah, and she betrayed it.
And how Anti-Monitor was like, I'm gonna need you, blah blah blah. You're important.
And then betrayed them.
And then betrayed them.
And
then
Diggle and her stank ass got the nerve to sit up on that couch. And he did not once look at her and say, "We're not gonna talk about that bullshit you pulled on Christ."
You should have divorced that bitch and took the kid.
Remember you did that Black Widow flip around?
Exactly.
Going back to what I was saying, closing this out. I've been saying this since the start of this season. I was like, Crisis is gonna be, they putting all their nuts into one barrel. Crisis was gonna be their money shop. It had to. Every show this season has suffered because they was like, fuck you guys, we're giving you Crisis. And I was thinking, like, Flash suffered, Arrow suffered, all these other shows took hit, even from a production level, because the CGI budget was horrible.
Black Lightning sacrificing the episode.
Exactly.
Just to tie into this shit.
Exactly. So all these shows took hits. And it was like, and then from what I heard about how they did Crisis, they took all the books, threw them in the air, whichever one's laying on top. They wrote, oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
wasn't exactly like that, but it was
I mean,
kinda
it might
like
as
that.
well have been.
When they pitched it, Berlanti and whoever fuck all, he took, because Crisis was like 14 issues.
Right.
He took like 6 of those issues and he put them in order based on the covers, and he was like, we're doing Crisis based on the covers.
And that's why a lot of the Crisis stuff, it feels like it took leaps here and there, and it felt a little disjointed because there's a lot of shit that got left out.
Exactly.
So, and that was like, Crisis was supposed to be their money shot. This was supposed to be, hell, even though Arrow's going up, god damn it was worth it.
Exactly.
Even though the Flash and stuff took a hit, I can stand up and say this is one of the best things I've ever seen. And ever since we started reviewing this show, the best things we said that came out of Crisis was
episode 2.
was Superman.
Superman shit.
Was Brandon Ross Superman.
Oh, by the way, he has his own universe.
Oh,
Forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Come Superman, Lex Luthor, and that's probably it. Because everything else sucked dick. Nobody was really useful in this universe. The Paragons serve no point. If you can tell me tell me one thing that the Paragon of Courage did in this entire series.
Which one was Courage?
That was Batwoman.
She killed a man. She killed Batman. She went up in this old ass man's house
You ever see that movie?
and robbed him. It was a goddamn home invasion.
Okay. That's one. Number 2, what's his name? What did Ryan do in this entire thing?
Not a damn thing.
Okay, we're going somewhere. The Paragon of Strength. Kingdom Come Superman, the strongest motherfucker alive. What did he do?
Was written out a fucking story.
Oh shit! I'm on a streak right now. Okay, what the fuck did Supergirl do?
Bitch and complain and be a hater all day.
We really falling out this list.
You just brought up something. You said Superman.
Yeah.
Let's go to Supergirl's real cousin, the Clark of that universe.
Who's dead?
No. Who came? The one, her actual cousin.
Oh,
The one they shitted on the entire time.
So Lois called him and said, "Hey, come home and
The boys.
talk to the boys." And did you see the confused look on his face?
Yeah.
He said, "Boys." Why was he confused? Superman died.
Yeah,
Superman was not a paragon.
Exactly.
He should have, when they rewritten the universe,
He should have just gone along with it.
That was his.
Well, here's what I say.
That was his story.
No. Martian Manhunter looped him in on what went on. So he
That doesn't make you confused.
You should have been part of the universe like ain't shit happened.
exactly. Okay, you're
Because
right.
he was not a paragon.
The same thing with Black Lightning, because like I just thought it was weird that he showed up for the final fight and it's like, you should be in Freeland helping the black
Speaking of which, so at the end of this, we make a little Hall of Justice and everybody got their names on chairs and shit and Lottie-di. So Wild Dog doesn't get a chair. Diggle doesn't get a chair. He was at the big fight. The Sonic bitch doesn't get a chair.
Where was Vi?
Yeah.
You mean the God character? You want to tell you why Bob wasn't there? Because he would have been the answer to every goddamn thing.
Where is Heatwave's chair?
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Why use the Speed Force if I can just breach a to the anti-modern. Huh?
Where's
Huh,
Ray
Sam?
Palmer's chair?
Huh, Sam? You answer me, motherfucker. Now hold on. Let me get back to this list right quick.
Like a mother, it's a lot of chairs missing.
Wait a second.
Caitlyn ain't got a chair. That bitch was fighting as hard as Black Lightning.
Oh, Caitlyn or Killer Frost ain't got no time.
Yeah, that bitch need two.
Hold on. Let me get back to my point
I
right.
need an icicle and I need a lab.
Everybody.
Most importantly,
No.
where's Lois and Iris's chair?
We are the Flash.
Wait. Let me get back to my point. All right. Back to the point. The Paragon. Oh, fuck they names. What did Martian Manhunter do?
Not be Martian Manhunter.
That's what the thought I did. The only Paragon who did shit was Lex Luthor. And he wasn't even This nigga was extra like This nigga was extra like fries. He wasn't even supposed to be there. How the motherfucker who rides shotgun be like, hey yo, by the way, I got the bill. What? That Supergirl, you bitch. You gon' get mad. Cause the motherfucker who was supposed to be there is the one who saved us. And this hot hussy got the nerve. But when Batwoman show up, oh, she's in my universe. The only Paragon who the motherfucker who wasn't a Paragon
Was the only one that did anything. Period.
Oh, we got some. Apparently, so I thought going into this that Arrow was done, but
We got
two more episodes to suck this dick.
No, we
I
don't.
can't do it.
No, we don't.
I cannot
You
do
know
it.
what these 2 episodes are? Pilots 1 and 2 for the shit with his daughters and the Canaries. And you know who's watching that? The same amount of people watching Batwoman. Nobody.
So here's my thing about Crisis in general. One of the biggest reasons I'm mad is because there was so much potential and there were so many good ideas.
there's
and
potential with every one of these crossovers.
and there was so much. They were going in the right direction in so many ways, and then they literally turned left. It's almost like they saw potholes and they was like, "We finna bust the tires off this car on purpose." like it made no sense to me. I'm like, y'all, so much potential. Like we could get. I mean, I know it's practically impossible, but imagine a live action with all the heroes in the Arrowverse, all of them. Imagine a Justice League Unlimited show spawned from this, and it's just different.
I don't want it.
Well, it would be fucked,
Well-
but like with all the heroes in the Arrowverse plus the potential to make new ones, like every episode could be different characters.
With the level of CG.
Question: why is there a Superman TV show coming out this year when Constantine is right there?
Exactly.
I don't want that. I don't remember it.
You don't want Justice League Dark?
I don't remember asking for a goddamn thing concerning Constantine Dark.
Hold on.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, but I will say one of the best parts of the series is when Constantine goes off to Lucifer. I will say that. But I just want
Tom Welling.
Yeah.
Tom Welling's non-power Superman.
But I mean, at this point, you picking you
wait,
splitting
wait.
hair.
I'm finally cornering shit. So here's my deal. I don't want to see anything past his because I just saw what you were able to do
At your best.
Yeah.
with a CGI budget at your whim. And what I saw was a Martian Manhunter that couldn't be Martian Manhunter, and some of the laziest visual effects I've ever seen in my life. People were punching nobody.
So, okay, I get it. You don't want to put the face makeup on. But that, when they gave us, what was so weird about that? When they gave us the mea culpa of, I'll wear the suit.
I'll tell you real quick. I've seen a little bit of cuts of Supergirl here and there. They've been CGI and Martian Manhunter. Like, he looks bad. It looks bad, CGI.
So why not?
What was happening? What was lacking in this one?
Why not put face paint on him?
Like
I don't need the ugly head and shit. Color this motherfucker's face green and
With
move around.
the level of design that we've seen people do with face masks, you tell me you can't put prosthetics on his face.
It's not even
Fuck
just.
you.
It's not even just that. Y'all going for the classic. I ain't got no clothes on. I got a red X on. Like this motherfucker has a perfectly good costume that covers his entire body, and it looks better than the original shit.
But you talking about the same motherfuckers that couldn't give Oliver a proper Spectre outfit. And what pissed me off about the Martian Manhunter shit, when he walked on and he was like, and they were like, new look, and he was like, yeah, I'm trying for new year, new me, 2020, whatever the fuck, I'm trying some new shit. And then this motherfucker changed back to the jeans and shirt in the middle of the fight.
He did?
Yes.
I must have blacked out.
I know what you mean. When I see motherfuckers spit kicking nothing, and I see the same effect that a bullet would do, that a motherfucker with no combat experience punching ghosts out of existence, and I see the laziest use of powers because apparently only Superwoman and Superman only have laser beams that come out of their eye, and that's the only power we can expound upon.
When I see that Dinah did not get a chair at the big Justice League round.
You know how you know their CGI budget was fucked? Because Dinah was held back. And so why was she on the front lines using her powers?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
You think Dinah has powers?
She doesn't have them anymore because she got her throat split.
Fuck
Oh, no,
by
New
Mary.
universe,
Or whatever the fuck that.
2020, new
But-
me, new year.
But later on in the series, she got it back.
No, she did not.
She got the sonic device.
Yeah.
Which she never used.
But I see your point. That was an extra body they could have threw at these trash
And
cans.
last time I checked-
They already had a chick with Soundwave.
And last time I checked, Laurel was still on this earth. I know that's a disgusting.
Was not there. Wally West was not there.
Well, Wally is
There was a lot of
explainable.
people not there.
Yeah, like it was.
Oh, shit, motherfucker. Okay, check this out. So when this episode started, they shouted out back to wherever ship that the legends ride on.
Yeah.
And the most
The Wave Rider.
the Wave Rider, the most cringeworthiest shit happened, where they looked out and said, "Is this a crossover?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my
Like,
god."
don't fucking talk to us.
This is something that would happen in a crossover. Are we in a crossover? I was like,
And
oh,
they kept doing it.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
it's
almost every
not
episode.
funny.
Is this
Like,
this is his first crossover?
they just kidnap you and take you to a crossover. And then, you know what? I'm done. I don't have any more energy for this.
So this is probably our last review on the DC. Are we watching more DC shows?
Well, Black Lightning.
We got Black Lightning. Do we want to finish out the Flash?
Oh Jesus.
We'll finish the season.
We'll figure it out.
Fuck.
The last two episodes of Arrow.
I'm not doing Arrow. Fuck you. I refuse to give them another view.
I can't see where Oliver really went. I feel like Oliver's playing peekaboo right now.
I don't give a fuck about that family.
Okay, so
Like me, unless the last episode is a series of ways Mia can go to hell, I'm not watching it. So,
and we don't watch Supergirl, Batwoman, or Legends.
I tried Batwoman. I tried. I really did.
I gave it a shot too. Like I wanted to be fair.
You actually went past the first episode.
Exactly, because
I
I refused. I was done.
I went to 5 episodes and I'm still trying to find the rest of my soul. But you know what? We went in on this series. Honestly, I give it an F.
Ooh, yeah. You remember we give it a C at some point?
No, I give it an F out of 5. It was a waste of time and space. Like,
I wish I had an extra thumb. I'll give it 1 thumbs down.
And everybody on the internet, Crisis nailed it. Stop lying. You fucking know better.
No,
Don't you tell that goddamn
those
lie.
same people believe in the Snyder Cut.
Those same people also, for some reason, think that they're burying Ezra, whatever his name is. Like, they think that was just so good. Like, what came out of it?
But anyway, we digress. This was
Yeah.
this is horrific at its finest. If this is what the best the DC could do,
Like, they didn't try.
honestly, the other Crisis events were way better than this
They
one.
didn't try.
Honestly, like they fired their last load and it went nowhere. This is horrific. We'll of course finish out the Flash. We'll try to watch everything else.
Do Black Lightning.
Yeah, but that's as far as we're going because I can't take it no more.
I gotta disagree with you. I think they did try. I just think this was the best they could do.
That is terrible.
And I think they just have poor work ethic and they didn't give a fuck. No, they actually tried.
It was poorly mismanaged.
But you know what? It's only so far we can go into this.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining this trip with us. You guys stuck around like some troopers and you hung in there with us as we had to eat this shit sandwich. And if you didn't watch the series, boy, thank God for us watching it for you. Like and subscribe. We have plenty of content coming to the channel. We have plenty of
We have a Mia versus Nora, who was the most annoying daughter
debate that's coming up soon. You guys will love that one. Some of us think Mia, a lot of us think Nora. We can watch it later. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Please hit that button. But until next time, fuck everybody in the show and peace.